Hey, everyone. Long time no talk. Honestly, I know I've got video footage to pull from Corey, so if I did, you've already seen it. I have not yet. I don't know if my dad's been making stuff, so. Uh, but yeah, we are 11, no, just over a week and a half, 8 days, 9 days away from our first race at Rice Lake, 8 days. We actually have a doubleheader that weekend. We run Rice Lake Friday night, May 26th, and then we race Mississippi Thunder Wings the Kart Summer Series up in Fountain City, Wisconsin on Saturday for their opener. So, yes, as you see behind me, we are busy. Got a lot going on. I've been pretty much here, pretty much every day the last 2 weeks after work, about an hour and a half ish. Getting the stuff on my end done before I got to go get my kids. So what did I do? See here. Monday I swung in. I finished sizing up. Monday and Tuesday I finished sizing up Autumn's Predator tires. I ended up picking her up some brand new 11 and a half. Let's see here. What size are these? 11 and a half by 8s. But they're D50. I'd like to get like a D20, but I'm kind of striking out. I'm trying to find used. I don't really need new, but all pretty much everyone I know is they're keeping them or they purchase brand new ones of their own and just don't have any used ones to sell at this time. So the reason I went with those tires is because they're smaller, lighter. They fit under the bodies better compared to them big ass 12 by 9s that we run. And for her Predator, they don't have a tire rule like we do. Their rule is treaded tires. Run whatever compound you want, whatever size you want, just as long as it's treaded and not prepped. I mean, they have more freedom than we do when it comes to the tire program, which is kind of bass backwards, honestly. This is supposed to be the beginner lower budget class, and if you're going to put restrictions on a class, this is actually the class to do that. But everyone's got their own different opinions on how a sportsman should be. So, and again, I'm not going to go on that whole rant because honestly, I'm going to admit I cut out like 13 minutes from a video I did explaining my side of this stuff, and you all know where I stand, and no one wants to keep hearing me bitch because I'm going to guess a lot of you think that's all I do. I complain. But if we have rules, that's fine as long as we're being teched by those rules. I can tell you this, if I've been sizing all these tires to the rules, they better get checked. I better have tape measures put on these tires. That's all I can say. If not, stupid rule. Don't need it. So what I end up doing is I actually didn't grow these tires. They're within a quarter inch of each other. Totally happy with that. But to get the stagger for Rice Lake that I want, I actually shrunk these tires. I shrunk them about an inch. The opposite of what I had to do with Corey's for MTS, where I had to grill the crap out of it. I actually shrunk these. These are now roughly what a slick tire size would be. So body clearance wise, you don't have to worry about that stuff. So yeah. So again, like I said, the reason I went with these tires, I got them for a good price. Can't beat the price I got them for, brand new. Harder compound than I really wanted to, but some nights it'll be good, some nights, So it's the same tire we run, just smaller. So I guess I know how to work that tire. And again, we're siping it to make it work too. So maybe down the road I'll find a good use set. So, but they're lighter, and of course you're only turning these Predator motors 5,100 RPMs, somewhere right around there, 51, 5,200. So they're very they're very low power. There's no torque, and of course rotating weight and all that jazz too. So I got that done Monday, Tuesday. Amongst that, on Tuesday, I worked on clutches. I got Dad's clutch. He's running a bully clutch now too, since the clutch rule has been opened up at Rice Lake. So I already had a bully that we run at MTS, so he's also going to run that at Rice Lake. And then I had to get clutches ready for the Predators. And excuse me, I'm running them actually. We have to run a disc clutch rule, if I believe. I guess I better double check. But if not, all good. I'm putting them on shoe clutches. Same shoe clutches I have been running. It's the Hillard Inferno Flames. That's what I've been running for many years, 4 or 5 years now. Very tunable. They react really good. I've never had a problem with them. I think one time, I mean, we've had a few small issues, but stuff I've rectified in different ways so it doesn't happen at the track. But in all, it's been a good clutch for us. So I put these on the Predators, but the only difference is I'm actually going to run Dad at a little bit higher engagement than Autumn, because he's running the Sportsman size tires on his Predator. So they're heavier, it's a bigger tire, low RPM, low torque motor. I want to it's going to help him get off the line a little bit. So I had to get those ready. He's also running a smaller driver than Autumn is too. So I did all that Monday, Tuesday. Then yesterday I actually went home and cut my 15 inches of grass that I had, and we just had a roof replaced on our house, so I had to meet up with that. So now I'm back at the shop talking to you. So I'm going to, these are going to be our spares. This is actually Corey's clutch that he used to run last year at Rice Lake, which he'll run at GSR this year, because you have to run this at GSR when we go there a couple times. But I'm going to clean it up, get it ready to use at Rice Lake in case of emergency. I have a spare clutch ready to go. I'm also going to clean this up, get this ready for the boys if they need a spare. So, and we are testing, well, I shouldn't say we are testing. I had Shane at Fast Factory rebuild a clutch for me for Corey. So we're going to test how Corey likes it, how it feels. And depending on what he thinks of it, I might send another one off to him. Have Shane go through it, and that'll be the old man's. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're sitting right now. I can tell you, for me, it's been a rough week and a half, couple weeks for me. Just work, life. But I'm missing racing, man. I am. It's something I need. I need bad. And I'm hoping the weather holds out for us. I got a small taste of it when we went practice here 3-4 weeks ago, but I really need racing. I love the environment. I love the camaraderie. I love the challenge. Having my family together. It's just something I'm needing, and I can't wait for 8 days to go by. So we can get at the track, get Autumn on, or Leona on the track, and see how she's going to do for her first night of the year racing. And of course, Autumn, she had a very good practice. And of course, Corey, we're super excited to see what he's going to do with these treads. Of course, we got him on the practice, as you saw, but get him into race mode and see what this kart can do in race mode. And then, of course, the old man, he ended the season off at a bang. We were very, very close on that setup of his. So basically, we're picking up right where we ended last year, and we'll see what we can do with him. Get him a few wins, huh? So, like I said, I'm needing it. I can tell. I watched Ford versus Ferrari for the first time the other day, and was just like, oh, I need to race. I need to get racing. So, yeah. So, as you saw, we also got some engines behind me here, too. We picked up 2 engines because we are going to be putting a go-kart for sale. So we picked up 2 206 engines. We're gonna get a go-kart actually completely race ready, and put on the market to sell. We'll probably bring it with us to the tracks, and then I think once my dad's kind of done going through the engine and cleaning it up, doing some upkeep on it because they need a little tender loving care, we'll probably, I'm gonna guess, have a 206 for sale. I mean, we are gonna have a 206 for sale. Let's just say that was the reason we bought it. So, so we'll have a 206 for sale. So that's what we've been doing. Of course, the boys have been getting stuff going on the trailer and stuff like that. So it's never ending. We're always doing something. But I thought I'd jump on here because I haven't talked to you guys in a while and kind of give you a heads up. We're meeting up on Sunday the 21st to do all our scaling. So we're going to scale Corey. We'll scale him. He already got Autumn done Tuesday night. So she's done and scaled. We're going to scale 2 carts for the old man, his 206 cart and then his Predator cart. And then I got our buddy Ryan Fink on our team. He's swinging in so we can get him on the scales. And then possibly I might have Cooper Heights coming over. Just put him on the scales too, if he can work it into a schedule. So the plan is on Sunday to be completely done with everything. Race ready, put in the trailer and go. So that gives us the rest of the week to basically finish whatever we gotta. The little stuff for whatever it is, get the trailers done, get everything loaded. So hopefully by Thursday night, everything's loaded, ready to rock. And then when we leave around 12:30 on Friday, we're straight to the track and let's do this. Let's go racing. Let's have some fun. So that's kind of the game plan of what we got going on. And once of that, you're also doing family stuff, family parties. The kids are always busy. Leon's got a recital coming up here on Saturday night. So with gymnastics, and I got twin boys that keep me busy. So besides racing, we're staying plenty busy. But just give you a heads up. I don't know how this video is going to work. If this is going to be just a solo video by itself, or if I'll blend this into Sunday, I don't know. So I guess you'll find out in the near future here. So with that, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see everyone on the flip side. Hey everyone. Probably a little bit of a shorter video here. I actually was going to vlog today. Today is, oh goodness, what is today? Today is less than a week before we have the race. So it's like the 21st of April. Had all intentions of vlogging. It's Sunday, 21st. We are finishing all the touches on the go-karts today. Tomorrow maybe, but I scaled carts today to get ready for our double header, like I stated earlier, at Rice Lake on Friday, Mississippi Thunder on Saturday. So I also scaled Cooper Heights, swung on over, got his numbers where he needs them, because he'll be practicing in Thunder Hill, I believe it's next Sunday. And then I believe their opener is like a week and a half, something like that. So, and then our buddy Ryan, who's also on our team, he swung over and he replaced the seat, replaced his rear end, did some changes to the chassis, so we kind of got him back on the scales. I'm sorry, this is all bouncing everywhere. Got back on the scales. His numbers look really good. He actually changed the seat itself, how it's laying down. So we're going to try it. We have to try things to see what it likes and doesn't like. We were in a very positive position with him last year. Every change we made, it got the kart faster. He got his first heat race at the end of the year at the Pumpkin 100. So we're just going to try to keep building off that momentum. But you always got to keep trying. You can't not try, because if you don't try, you don't know. So I scaled him, got Corey on the scales. Of course, I had to rework those tires, since I have different rear tires for MTS with the treads. I had to rework his normal treads for Rice Lake to meet the new tire rule that they're running, following Thunder Hill's rules. So we actually left the kart exactly how it was when we practiced it at MTS. Threw the tires on, different stagger, of course more stagger than what I was running last year. Of course we redid the front end, like we stated before. And damn, his numbers were literally dead on to what we ran last year at the Pumpkin. So we decided, you know what, we're gonna try it. Let's just try and see. He's a little lighter on the nose than what we were last year, but I also have more rear stagger. So kind of one is compensating further. So we'll see what the Kart does, and whatever changes we got to make, we'll make it right at the track. So, but I think he's got a good base setup. And then we had 2 karts for the old man. His Predator kart, got him on the scales. I actually had to shrink his left side tires. I shrunk them about a 1/2 inch to 5/8 of an inch. Give him a little more stagger. I know when he ran it last year, he was a little tight in the center, so I was always constantly making adjustments to try to loosen the chassis up. So for him, he did need more stagger. So we added a little more stagger to the chassis. I liked where the numbers fell. A little bit lower cross than I normally would run with him, but again, he was tight last year. So I'm going to start with what we had last year. Only difference again is stagger. So we did that, and then we got his 206 kart on the scales too. Made one weight change. We had the weight exactly where it was last year. Decided because of, again, added stagger, tweaked the numbers a little bit. So we actually took a weight from the rear of the seat, moved it to the right front of the seat, and pretty close actually, pretty close to what Corey runs for nose. But again, I gotta try something, start somewhere. Again, the biggest variable is the stagger rule now. So that's where we're at. It is, I want to actually be home already at 7:30. I wanted to be out there by 7. Just the day gets away from you. You get talking, racing, and catching up with Ryan. We haven't seen Ryan in a while. So you get talking. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Again, I stated before, I'm really needing to get to the track. I really am needing this in my life. I need the atmosphere, everything, like I stated before. So we are on the final countdown. So the boys, Corey was actually finishing up. They replaced the fenders. I think we showed you guys before in the previous vlogs. Corey customized some fenders for us. So they mounted them up on my trailer. I think they turned out fantastic. I got to grab a couple material for them to just kind of help clean up the wiring for it. But they turned out fantastic. So Corey finished that today. Of course, we're still working on the new trailer, getting the tire rack installed. I think Dad bought a cabinet. I think the next thing is we need to get some lights. So just stuff like that. We're always doing something, but we should be I would say 90% the trailer should be ready for Rice Lake. Maybe a few small things we might have to change here or there as the few weeks go on, but all in all, we are ready for racing. I know my dad just had some minor stuff, cut some bolts on the body. He wanted to add a couple body straps to give us a little more clearance because of the big ass tires. So he was doing that. And they have to pull the fuel out of all of them so we can have fresh fuel in it for next week. And then I believe Corey checked his square and toe, but they have to do that with the rest of the other karts. So we'll have to do that with Ryan too. Most likely we'll have to do that at the track with Ryan, because I know he had a few other things he was finishing up on his kart. So we'll throw the tow gauge on at the track because we get there plenty of time. We can get that all squared up and ready for him. So, but that's kind of our day in the nutshell. So again, I did plan on vlogging, but the day got away from me. I hope we're putting out good content. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm now driving home, help my wife put the kids to bed. I hope they weren't butts. They were down on sleep because they went to bed real late last night. Leona had a dance recital, and my brother and dad watched the boys. But they were definitely down on sleep, and so I'm hoping they weren't too big of butts for Mama. So I'm gonna get home and help them get into bed, and then probably eat some supper because I haven't ate yet. So it's one of those days. So yeah,
But again, we're on the final countdown of racing. So I guess thank you for watching me talk, and hope you enjoy. And probably from here, next time you see me, we'll be at the racetrack. So like, subscribe, share, comment, and peace. Out.